All right, guys. Hi. So yeah, I'm gonna go through my reading list for this month. Stuff that I've been working on. So I've been reading a lot of fantasy. Um, Finally finished Sufficiently Advanced Magic by Andrew Rowe. Um, yeah, if I could just give like a quick review on this thing, it's uh, I would say I would say if you like progressive fantasy, a decent magic system. It's a pretty good magic system. Um, Really easy to read. Um, Honestly, I found very little, very little issue with this book. I wouldn't be able to give it anything specifically. The only thing that I've heard that people might not like when reading this book or reading some of Andrew Rowe's books is he tends to do a lot of explaining. In my opinion, you kind of need a lot of explaining to understand the magic system. So yeah, I'd say this is 5 out of 5 right here for me. Um, I'm also so since it was good, I picked up the second one, on the Shoulders of Giants. I'm currently reading through that again. I'm really enjoying it. The only thing that sucked is that one of my, I don't know if you can see it, but like one of my pages were not bounded, so that kind of sucks. So it kind of looks like this. See this upper page right here. Um, and I've also, so again, currently reading this by Andrew Rowe, and then the other read that I'm doing is I am reading Bruiser by Neil Shusterman. Um, I decided to do, me and my partner decided to do something fun. We decided to do like try out this kind of couples book swap. So she's read this book before. She really liked it, and I remember liking it. I remember being interested when when I would hear her tell me about it. Of course, funny thing, she kind of spoiled the book for me because I didn't anticipate on reading it, but it's really nice reading it from the perspective of knowing kind of what's going on with the character. This book is generally about this character named Bruiser, who basically is an empath on steroids. I won't elaborate on that statement because if I give you more, it would ruin the whole book for you. You would already know what's happening. But in terms of that, so I'm trying to keep it spoiler free. In my opinion, it might not even ruin the book for you, but the book is funny. It's simple. It fluctuates between multiple points of view. I think so far the main ones have been the brother and the sister that are interacting with Bruiser. But I finally got, like, I haven't finished it yet, but I finally got to Bruiser's point of view, and then per my partner, I guess there's another point of view that I have yet to come across in the book. But so far it's a pretty good read. I like that she picked this out for me. And then another read that I have on this is something I plan on hopefully getting to once I finish these other ones. I've also been just reading it because I really like it. Is the Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I can't really say much about it, but I'm looking forward to reading it. I will say that it's kind of slow. It's not like a super fast-paced kind of fantasy. It's super slow, but I can say with Robin Hobb specifically, I think what attracted me to her is that I just really love her prose. She's so good. She can make any mundane scene just mesmerizing, poetic. It's almost cinematic. It's great. I just love it. So, you could say I'm I'm meeting my action with the Andrew Rowe books, so I don't need a super fast-paced fantasy or anything. But I think this is a great fantasy already, and people have been telling me how amazing it is. So yeah, it's part of the Farseer trilogy. So yeah, it's a really good, great book. Well, seems like it's already a really great book. Now, I have been writing. Again, I haven't been doing much philosophy at all. I haven't really been interested in doing philosophy. I don't know if it's like in terms of like quitting or a temporary disinterest, but I'm just really not interested right now. I think that's all I can maybe confidently say. Um, but I have been writing, and I've been working on writing a novel. But I really wanted to talk about like writing habits in general, and I've always been opposed to like this idea of like, you just need to have discipline and just do it. Um, I'm not sure if I would describe it that way. Like I don't know if I would even describe it as discipline, or maybe discipline is just a kind of I don't know, a disliked word for me in a psychological area. But what I've been doing lately is I've been taking the timer for 30 minutes and just writing, um, writing out the novel. And what I'm doing in a really free way is just I'm not trying to get caught up about how good it sounds or how bad it is or how horrible it's coming out. The main point is just to write for 30 minutes, try to make a coherent story in that 30 minutes. And it's been fun, actually. I mean, every single time that I've been doing this for about almost 2 weeks now. Every single time that I felt like I didn't want to write today, um, I would just sit myself down. I mean, 30 minutes is a small time, but it can be long sometimes, especially if you're just, kind of going through your mind, just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to write. Um, but I think, just forcing myself either to sit down earlier in the morning um, or later in that night. I do better at night. I kind of been doing a lot more writing at night. Um, More specifically when I'm tired. But it's nice because I'm just like, for example, like last night, I was like, all right, it's 11:30. I haven't done my writing. Let me get the writing in for the day, and I'm just, hauling ass just to make it before 12. Even though it really doesn't matter, but it helps. Um, but yeah, it's been a great process. I didn't know how much I would actually enjoy just sitting down writing for 30 minutes. And honestly, if you try this out, I mean, maybe it works for different people, but I've noticed for me this finally actually works, or at least it really appears to work for me. Um, and I think I'm just right now I'm just kind of having the training wheels of 30 minutes. I would like to eventually move up to just doing an hour. I think I did that once. Um, and it was a little rough, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. So, but yeah, I mean, some days 30 minutes, it feels like nothing, right? And you could keep going. Sorry, something got my throat. And you can keep going. And that's the great part about it. Sometimes for me, and I've been thinking about obviously not doing this anymore, is like I would just stop at 30 minutes, even though I might have some other ideas. But what's been really fascinating about that is if I pause there when I have maybe some of the things I might want to say, the next day when I approach it, I don't have the same scene in my mind about where to approach it. It's not like I forgot, but yeah, it's interesting that let a day pass, approach it the next day, and you'll end up writing something else entirely. So that's been interesting, but I've been trying to make sure that I don't, stop writing when I already got the flow going. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know. Yeah, that's it's been really fun actually writing that that whole process. But yeah, all right, guys, take care. Bye.